and for endorsing and facilitating my medical treatment abroad. Your Excellency, may we wish you good health. May Allah the Almighty reward you and your family. Medically speaking, we are also grateful to the Honorable Minister for Health and his Permanent Secretary. We are also grateful to the staff and management of Bantam Hospital and to the management and staff of Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, particularly the ICU. My family is also grateful to the entire cabinet, to the Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, and all non-members from both sides of the political divide.
The Roads, Transport and Infrastructure Minister Balagaba Jahumpa there soon after arriving from Spain. Some farmers have started planting seeds in anticipation of a good season, but in Kanilai it's time to harvest the produce. An onion farm cultivated by the Green Youth in support of President Jammeh's agricultural initiatives was the focus of the recent exercise. Modubajan reports.
Ended on Kanilai for a harvesting exercise. The group harvested over 100 bags of onions from their farm, an affiliate of Kanilai Family Farms. Mahmoudou Keta, a member of the youth group, highlighted the importance of President Jammeh's Back to the Land call, which he added should not only be a rainy season activity, but an all-year-round agricultural engagement. The reason for this is not far-fetched. Keta added, noting that the Gambia is blessed with resources and natural vegetation that supports continuous farming. The head of the Kanilai Green Youths further thanked partners who helped in the coordination and realization of the initiative, adding that it is their way of answering President Jammeh's call for food self-sufficiency.
I'm thanking these guys for the job well done they are doing for the Kanilai Family Farm. They are part of the Kanilai Family Farm and they are Green Youths. Whatever the boss says, they take the footsteps of the big man. So they help him. They do everything. So that's why they are the children of the big man, and they are everything. Whatever the boss says, they are there. They are in full support on that issue.
Having urged others to emulate the Green Youths and embrace the Gambian leaders' Green Revolution, Captain Pahari Jiba hailed the group for their positive move.
Grow what you eat what you grow. So that's why these boys, whatever they are doing everything for him.
Some of Keta's compatriots, including this man, were quick to thank the president for availing them the conducive setup, as well as the opportunity to venture into agriculture for national development. They may be highly visible as entertainers in many of President Jammeh's engagements, but that's not everything about the Green Youths. This latest harvest of the group's farm produce outside the rainy season is in fact another manifestation that His Excellency's various agricultural development initiatives, which includes the recent Vision 2016 drive to achieving sustainable rice production status, is solely an achievable goal. Modu Bajan, GRTS News.
Well, time now to take our first break. We'll be right back. Back and over now to news beyond our borders. Mali's foreign minister has resigned his post following the defeat of Malian forces by rebels in the town of Kidal. And around 1,000 migrants from sub-Saharan Africa have scaled the barrier separating Morocco and the Spanish enclave of Mali. For more on these stories and others, we go with this roundup of news.
Saharan migrants tried to climb over a barrier separating Morocco from Melilla, a Spanish territory. Over 400 people celebrated their success in taking part in the biggest crossing in close to 10 years. There are already 2,000 people living in very difficult conditions in Melilla, seeking legal means to travel to Europe. A top Spanish security official is visiting Melilla Wednesday. Mali's defense minister has resigned following the defeat of Malian forces at the hands of rebel groups in Kidal on the 21st of May. Soumilou Boubier Maiga was head of intelligence and foreign affairs before becoming defense minister. He's replaced by a retired army officer, Ba Endao. The NPP, the Movement for People and Progress from Burkina Faso, has opened a bureau in Côte d'Ivoire in Abidjan. The party is seeking support from Burkina's diaspora in Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana to stop President Blaise Compaoré from staying in power. Nationals living abroad have the right to vote in national elections, and there are 5 million living in Côte d'Ivoire and over 4 million in Ghana.
We feel that Burkina Faso is going down the hole. That's why we want Blaise Compaoré, who has ruled this country for 28 years, to stand down. We want change. The Burkinabe want change. Enough is enough.
Nigeria is playing a warm-up friendly match against Scotland in London Wednesday, but Britain's National Crime Agency is reported to have asked FIFA to issue an alert over attempts to fix the game. British bookmakers have denied there are any signs of unusual betting patterns. According to the Nigerian coach, the team only aims to play ahead of a decision to select 23 players to go to the World Cup in Brazil.
A fire outbreak at a South Korean hospital for chronically ill elderly people has killed at least 20 people. The inferno started around midnight local time, and up to 50 people died in clashes between Ukrainian forces and pro-separatists in the restive eastern city of Donetsk on Tuesday. This after the new Ukrainian leader, Petro Poroshenko, vowed to put an end to the crisis. Details of these and other stories in this roundup, CFI Roundup of News.
International airport in eastern Ukraine remains cordoned off following Tuesday's battle between Ukrainian forces and pro-Russian separatists. Schools and hospitals in the area are also closed. The Ukrainian army claims to have regained control of the airport. As many as 50 people are believed to have died in Tuesday's clashes. U.S. President Barack Obama has announced that 9,800 troops will remain in Afghanistan after the U.S. completes its combat mission at the end of the year. Under the plan, U.S. troops would gradually be withdrawn until only a residual force remained by the beginning of 2017. The Afghan president has yet to approve the timetable. At least 20 people have died in a fire at a rural hospital in South Korea. The hospital treated elderly people with chronic illnesses. The fire started just after midnight in this building where about 80 patients were lodged. Although firefighters quickly put out the blaze, many of the patients were bedridden and succumbed to smoke inhalation. On Tuesday, Brazil's national football team boarded the maiden flight on the new team plane. The plane was turned into a mural for this year's World Cup by two Brazilian graffiti artists who wanted to pay homage to the country's ethnic diversity. The team's first voyage will be to Sao Paulo for the opening game against Croatia on June 12th.
The search for Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 has been put on hold for at least 2 months. Australian officials say they are working to negotiate a contract for more high-tech search equipment. And when the hunt restarts, it will likely cost about $60 million. CNN's Seema Mohsin has the latest in this report.
Wednesday marks the last day for the Bluefin 21 to carry out its underwater search for flight MH370 in the southern Indian Ocean, just around 1,600 kilometers away from the western coast of Australia. Now, it's carried out more than 20 missions over the last few weeks, searching an area of around 40 square kilometers at a time. But now that underwater search is going to meet quite a lengthy pause, longer than we were expecting, while the Australian authorities, Malaysian and Chinese as well, tender for new contractors for phase 2. They want to bring this one step up. They want one contractor to provide several underwater search vehicles, side scan sonars they want, that will map out and check out a wider area in that 60,000 1,000 square kilometre search zone, searching for any signs of the plane, any kind of debris as well, or the black boxes which could lead to the answers of what exactly happened on board flight MH370. Now that could take a couple of months, August at the earliest, we're being told. In the meantime, there is a Chinese vessel in that area. It's just arrived a few days ago that will now be mapping the ocean floor, uncharted territory, never seen before.